Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, you know we love digging into stories where culture, identity and global perception collide. And today, Malaysia has cooked up something extraordinary, quite literally. In 2025, Osaka is hosting one of the world's biggest gatherings, Expo 2025. On the futuristic island of Umeshima, Japan has built an entire temporary city for innovation, culture and ideas. And food. Lots of food. With 158 countries and regions plus 7 international organizations participating, the Expo isn't just about technology and architecture. It's also about the soft power of flavor. Each pavilion wants to make visitors fall in love with its culture, and there's no faster way to do that than through the stomach. So when Japanese broadcaster Yomiuri TV asked season pass holders, the Expo's most loyal visitors, which country's food stood out as the most delicious, the winner shocked many people, but not Malaysians. Malaysia's pavilion was voted number 1. Malaysia's victory, flying roti chanai. At the heart of the win was a dish that seems simple but packs a punch. Roti chanai. Except this wasn't any ordinary roti. This was the famous flying roti chanai, where skilled chefs stretched and spun the dough dramatically in the air before grilling it golden brown. It wasn't just food, it was theater. Visitors stopped, filmed and queued up, not just to eat, but to watch. And when the first bite came, dipped into dal or chicken curry, the taste matched the performance. Cues that defied logic. Here's the kicker. Each piece cost around RM50 or Waisard's 1,680 yuan in Japan. That's expensive even by Tokyo cafe standards. And yet the Malaysia pavilion sold 1,500 pieces a day. Queues stretched to 2 hours. Clearly it wasn't just about value, it was about experience. A credible vote. Even better, this wasn't a one-off opinion poll of random tourists. The survey was done with season pass holders, people who had visited multiple pavilions, eaten multiple times, and compared carefully. Their vote for Malaysia meant it wasn't just hype, it was repeatable, consistent preference. Diversity on the menu. And Malaysia didn't rely only on roti canai. The pavilion offered a spread of national classics, Nasi Lemak with its fragrant coconut rice and sambal. Nasi goreng and mee goreng, familiar yet distinctly Malaysian in spice. Satay skewers and roti jala, delicate lace-like pancakes. This wasn't a one-dish wonder. It was a tapestry of flavors showing off the multicultural DNA of Malaysia itself, Malay, Chinese, Indian and beyond. What others served. To understand how big this win was, remember, 158 countries were competing for attention. Australia, which came in second place, leaned heavily on its premium seafood, especially barramundi, a fish prized both at home and abroad. Barramundi was featured in fish and chips, grilled dishes and VIP menus. At third place, a 3-way tie went to Saudi Arabia, Germany and France. Each offered food that plays well internationally. Think spiced Middle Eastern platters, Bavarian sausages and pretzels, and, of course, French patisserie. But none of them pulled cues like Malaysia. None of them had a single dish that became a social media spectacle the way the flying roti canai did. Why Malaysia stood out? Performance meets flavor. The flying roti canai was a perfect marriage of visuals and taste. It entertained before it satisfied, and that's a rare combination in food. Demand that ignored price. When people happily wait 2 hours and pay a premium price, that tells you the appeal runs deeper than curiosity. It's craving. trusted voters, season pass holders weren't swayed by novelty. They'd seen everything the Expo had to offer and still kept coming back to Malaysia's pavilion. Culinary depth. Malaysia showcased its diversity. From Nasi Lemak to Satay, the menu represented a whole nation on a plate, not just one gimmick. Food as cultural identity. What visitors loved was the story behind the flavors. A multicultural country where Indian, Malay and Chinese traditions blend into dishes that are layered, spicy, surprising, sometimes messy, but ultimately harmonious. And here's the best part. Expo 2025 Osaka isn't over yet. It runs until October 13th, 2025. Which means if you're in Osaka anytime soon, you can still line up, still watch the roti chanai spin through the air, and still taste why the world voted Malaysia's food #1. Just bring patience, the queues are part of the experience. The global significance. Winning best food at Expo 2025 isn't just bragging rights. It's cultural diplomacy. Think about it. Malaysia outshone France, the self-proclaimed home of gastronomy. It outflavored Australia with its carefully branded premium seafood. It outqueued Saudi Arabia's feasts and Germany's hearty plates. In a setting where almost every nation wanted to win hearts through food, Malaysia didn't just compete, it conquered. For Malaysians abroad, it was a moment of pride. For foreigners queuing at the pavilion, it was a first taste of a country they might now want to visit. So what does this tell us? That Malaysia's food isn't just delicious, it's persuasive. It has the power to represent a country, win over international audiences, and create memories worth queuing for. At Expo 2025 Osaka, the world voted. And the world said, Malaysia tastes the best. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, because we've got more coming. From ancient ports to modern skylines, and from street food to cultural diplomacy, we'll keep unpacking Southeast Asia's stories. And who knows? Maybe your next meal will tell you more about history than any textbook.